Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. And in this class, we are covering ligature mark from hanging. In previous classes, we have covered few topics from hanging, and in today's class, we are moving forward with ligature mark. Okay, so ligature mark is really very important, and it plays really very important role in hanging investigation. Okay, so we can identify the type of ligature mark according to the direction. If the ligature mark is continuous or discontinuous, what is the color of that ligature mark? What is the width, the depth, ligature pattern if present, area of the neck, how it looks, the area of neck, how it looks. And after that, if there is some local landmarks, then we will identify them. If parchmentization is there, we will identify them. Parchmentization is nothing but coloration, like discoloration. It could be like pale, it may become yellow or brown, it may become dark brown, and the skin around the ligature mark, it will be slightly aberrated. Okay, now it may run from the midpoint to the neck to upwards, outwards, backwards to reach behind the neck where it becomes deficient. So it can start, the ligature mark can start from midpoint and it can move upwards, outwards or backwards. Okay, ligature mark is the most specific sign of death in case of hanging. So ligature mark itself is really very important sign of death in case of hanging, and it is usually oblique and above the level of thyroid cartilage. So it is around the level of thyroid cartilage or around thyroid cartilage. Okay, so we have three types of knots here which is present in ligature. So we have loop, we will, let's just say, first slip knot, and then we have fixed loop. So these are the three types of knot. So these are the three types of knot which is present in the case of hanging. So in the case of knot, if it is fixed or if it is slippage type of knot, for example, second and third. So in the course of knot, it depends on whether fixed knot is being used or slippage type of knot is being used. What happens if fixed knot is used or slippage type of knot is used? So when the fixed knot is being used, it produces inverted V shape of marking. It creates inverted V shape. Here you can see it creates inverted V shape. It creates inverted V shape of structure, or you can say ligature mark, the side opposite to the knot. So where the knot is opposite to that, we can see horizontal marking. Okay, and like around the opposite side of the knot, as the arms of the ligature approaches to the knot, it creates upward, like it runs to upward direction. How I'm saying that? For example, this is the knot and it creates inverted V shape here, inverted V shape, and when it runs towards the knot, it goes upward. For example, this is neck, this is someone's neck, let's say, and here is the knot. So it will be like this. Okay, so here it is horizontal. Okay, let's say this is the front side and this is the back side. So the ligature knot is at the back side, and when it runs backwards, it will move upwards like this. Slightly it is moving upward, right? So this is what happens. So this is what happens. Now, sometimes the impression of the knot may be found if the ligature is too tight on the skin. So we can see the impression of ligature mark if the ligature is really very tight. Okay. Now in case of fixed loop, the knot is on the midline of the back and the neck. The ligature mark are seen on the both of the sides of the neck, and it is like directed obliquely upwards. Okay, upwards towards the position of the knot. Okay, it is slightly upwards, obliquely upwards towards the position of the knot, which is being symmetrical for both of the sides. Okay, then we have in case of the knot, in the midline under the chin, then the mark is seen on the back side of symmetrically and obliquely directed and forward towards the position of the knot. If the fixed loop is present in the region on one side of the neck, then under either of the ear, then mark is directed obliquely from left to right or from right to left, upwards, and in the form of non-continuous manner. So it will be present in the non-continuous manner. If the ligature is loop type, the ligature material and then the mark is more prominent. Like the if the ligature is present and if it is loop type, then it will be like the mark will be more prominent to the part, the neck where head is inclined more. So the head, wherever the region where the head will incline, let's say forward or backward, so towards the inclinement, we will see prominent markings. When a running nose is applied, then weight of the body causes more, like it, the weight of the body causes the knot to tighten more in case of running loop. Okay, so here we can have the like diagram. Running nose, it will look something like this. This is fixed nose, or this is the fixed knot. If the ligature is loop type of ligature material, then mark is more prominent towards the inclination of the neck. When a running nose is applied, then the weight of the body causes not to tighten more. However, if the running nose fails to tighten, it may resemble fixed nose ligature mark. It could look like fixed nose ligature mark. If partial hanging is there and the body is lean forward and horizontal ligature mark is present because of that, and horizontal ligature mark is present because of that, it may imitate manual strangulation, manual ligature strangulation. It may resemble ligature strangulation. Okay. Although the ligature mark may look clean, some small microscopic fibers may be present and which gets adhered to the ligature material, and it helps corroborating the ligature with ligature material which is used. These are collected from the neck off by stripping them off using a sticking tape, or they are then secured on a glass slide and then examined under the microscope in the forensic lab. If the ligature mark is absent in certain cases of hanging, it means then like the ligature material is really very soft. It causes ligature mark may be absent in case of soft and broad material which is being used. The suspension time is less. So this is the first cause. If the material is really very soft or the suspension time is less, then there will be less or no ligature mark. Or if there is some padding, then again there will be no ligature mark because there is no direct skin contact. Sometimes presence of hairs in clothing or jewelry can also be the reason of absence of ligature mark for a certain distance over the neck. So here you can see this is the in case of fixed nose and high suspension point. So the mark will be like this in the neck. Look this one. So it will be like this. This is the slip knot. So it will be like more in case of slip knot. It will be like this, and then low suspension it will be directly like horizontal. Okay, here you can see the ligature mark in hanging at the point of suspension in just posterior to the left ear and furrow crossing to the anterior neck above the larynx, which shows inverted V. Okay, and here everything is clear. So thank you so much everyone for watching this video. Have a great day ahead. Take care of yourselves, and if you want to join any of our classes in the future, all the details are in the description box. Thank you. See you guys in the next video. Bye.